15 times King Charles showed his explosive temper in public. Even before his ascension to the throne, King Charles has been a prominent figure in the public eye for over 7 decades. As the longest-serving Prince of Wales and the oldest person to assume the British throne, he's navigated the complexities of royal life with grace and commitment. However, like any human being, King Charles has had moments where his composure slipped, revealing a more tempestuous side to his personality. In this video, we'll take a closer look at 15 specific instances where King Charles' explosive temper was caught on camera. From the infamous pen incident in Canada to heated exchanges with reporters and moments of frustration during public engagements, here are 15 times King Charles showed his explosive temper in public. Number 1. The pen incident, 2022. In September 2022, during a signing ceremony at Hillsborough Castle in Northern Ireland, a leaked video captured a moment of frustration for King Charles. As he prepared to sign a visitor's book, he noticed a leaking pen, which caused him to express his irritation by exclaiming, "Oh God, I hate this pen," before passing it to his wife, Queen Camilla, who also seemed to struggle with the malfunctioning writing instrument. This incident, which quickly went viral on social media, provided a rare glimpse into the more human side of the newly proclaimed monarch. While some commentators criticized the king for his apparent lack of composure, others saw the incident as a relatable moment that endeared him to the public. In the wake of the incident, some royal experts noted that King Charles has a reputation for being particular about his writing instruments and that he had a preference for using fountain pens. They also pointed out that the king has a history of expressing his frustration when things don't go according to plan, particularly when it comes to environmental issues, which are a key concern for him. Number 2. The skiing incident, 2005. In March 2005, King Charles found himself at the center of a media firestorm following a skiing accident involving his eldest son, Prince William. The incident occurred during a family vacation in Gloucester, Switzerland, where the royal family had been enjoying a break from their official duties. According to reporters, Prince William, who was 22 years old at the time, was accidentally hit while skiing by a photographer who was trying to take pictures of the royal family. The collision caused Prince William to lose his balance and fall, resulting in a minor knee injury that required medical attention. In the aftermath of the incident, King Charles, who was understandably concerned for his son's well-being, was caught on tape making a snide comment to reporters who had gathered outside the hospital where Prince William was being treated. The then Prince of Wales was heard saying, "I'm not having this man. He caused the accident. He'd better not be here," referring to the photographer who had collided with his son. The incident sparked a media frenzy, with many commentators criticizing King Charles for his apparent lack of composure and his aggressive tone towards the reporters. Some accused him of being overly protective of his family and of failing to recognize the public interest in their activities, particularly given their status as members of the royal family. Number 3. Australian documentary, 1994. In 1994, a documentary titled Charles, the Private Man, the Public Role aired on Australian television, offering a rare glimpse into the personal life of King Charles. The documentary, which was filmed for several months, featured extensive interviews with him, as well as interviews with his friends, family members, and colleagues. During one particularly tense moment in the documentary, King Charles became visibly irritated with the interviewer's questions about his personal life, particularly his marriage to the late Princess Diana. The interviewer, who was pressing King Charles on the state of his relationship with Diana and the rumors of infidelity that had plagued their marriage, was met with a sharp response from the king. "I refuse to be drawn on that," King Charles snapped, his face reddening with anger. "I'm not going to answer that question. It's a private matter between Diana and myself, and I'm not going to discuss it in public." The intense exchange highlighted the immense pressure that King Charles was under at the time, as his marriage to Diana had become the subject of intense media scrutiny and public interest. The couple's relationship had been strained for years, with rumors of infidelity on both sides and reports of deep unhappiness and dissatisfaction. Number 4. BBC documentary reaction, 2018. In 2018, King Charles participated in a BBC documentary titled Prince, Son, and Heir, Charles at 70, which aired in honor of his 70th birthday. The documentary offered a rare glimpse into his life and work, including his personal passions, his charitable initiatives, and his preparations for his role as king. During one particularly tense moment in the documentary, King Charles showed visible displeasure when asked about his advocacy work and the potential for him to meddle in political matters once he became king. The interviewer, who was pressing King Charles on his views on a range of issues, from climate change to architectural preservation, was met with a sharp response. "I'm not stupid," King Charles snapped, his irritation evident in his tone and facial expression. "I know perfectly well that there are boundaries and limitations to what I can do as Prince of Wales, and I fully intend to respect those boundaries when I become king." Number 5. Garden Party Incident 2019. In May 2019, King Charles attended a garden party at Buckingham Palace, an annual event hosted by the royal family to recognize and celebrate the achievements of individuals from across the United Kingdom. The event, which was attended by thousands of guests, including celebrities, politicians, and members of the public, was a chance for the royal family to connect with people from all walks of life and celebrate their contributions to society. During the event, King Charles was caught on camera showing visible impatience and frustration when someone fumbled with a speech. The incident occurred as he was preparing to deliver remarks to the assembled guests, and a member of his staff appeared to be struggling with the microphone or the sound system. In the video footage that emerged after the event, King Charles can be seen gesturing impatiently and muttering under his breath, his frustration evident in his facial expression and body language. The incident was brief, lasting only a few seconds, but it was enough to capture the attention of the media and spark a flurry of commentary and criticism. Some observers criticized King Charles for his apparent lack of patience and his inability to maintain his composure in a public setting, arguing that as a member of the royal family, he should be held to a higher standard of behavior and decorum. Number 6. Photographer Clash, 1993. In 1993, during a skiing holiday in Gloucester, Switzerland, King Charles had a heated exchange with photographers who were attempting to take pictures of him and his family. The incident occurred at a time when the king's marriage to Princess Diana was under intense scrutiny, and the paparazzi were relentless in their pursuit of the couple. According to reports, King Charles became visibly angry when photographers continued to take pictures of him and his sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, despite his request for privacy. In a moment of frustration, he allegedly shouted at the photographers, telling them to piss off and leave his family alone. The incident was captured on film and quickly made headlines around the world, with many people expressing sympathy for him and his desire for privacy. However, others criticized him for his apparent lack of composure and argued that as a public figure, he should have been more prepared for the constant media attention. The clash with photographers and Gloucesters was not the first time that King Charles had expressed his frustration with the media. In fact, throughout his marriage to Princess Diana, he had a notoriously difficult relationship with the press and often complained about the constant intrusion into his personal life. Number 7. The Bloody Ridiculous Incident. King Charles was once overheard calling a media setup bloody ridiculous during a public event. The incident, which was caught on microphone, occurred during a photo opportunity in which the king was expected to pose for pictures with a group of dignitaries. According to reports, King Charles became visibly irritated when he was asked to move to a different location for the photo and was heard muttering under his breath, "This is bloody ridiculous." The comment was picked up by nearby microphones and quickly spread across the media, with many people expressing amusement at the prince's apparent frustration. The incident was seen by some as a relatable moment of annoyance, with many people empathizing with the king's desire to simply get on with his duties without being constantly interrupted by media requests. However, others criticized him for his apparent lack of professionalism and argued that as a public figure, he should have been more prepared for the demands of the media. Number 8. Microphone Mishap, 2010. In 2010, during a public event in Wales, King Charles expressed visible annoyance when a microphone failed to work properly during his speech. The incident occurred as he was preparing to deliver remarks to a group of schoolchildren, and the malfunctioning microphone caused a brief delay in the proceedings. According to reports, King Charles appeared visibly irritated when the microphone failed to work and was seen gesturing to his staff and muttering under his breath. The incident was caught on camera and quickly spread across the media, with many people expressing amusement at his apparent frustration. While the microphone mishap was a relatively minor incident, it highlighted the pressure that members of the royal family face when it comes to public appearances and speeches. As a senior member of the royal family, King Charles is expected to deliver remarks and speeches regularly, and any technical difficulties or delays can be seen as a reflection of his ability to carry out his duties. Despite the brief moment of irritation, King Charles quickly composed himself and went on to deliver his speech to the schoolchildren. Number 9. Rainforest Event, 2009. In 2009, King Charles showed visible signs of frustration during his speech about rainforest conservation at a public event. The incident occurred as the king was delivering remarks about the importance of protecting the world's rainforests and the role that individuals and governments can play in combating deforestation and climate change. According to reports, King Charles became visibly irritated when he was interrupted by a member of the audience during his speech. The king, who's known for his passionate advocacy on environmental issues, appeared to lose his train of thought and struggle to regain his composure. The incident was caught on camera and quickly spread across the media, with many people expressing sympathy for his dedication to environmental causes. However, others criticized him for his apparent lack of composure and argued that as a public figure, he should have better prepared for interruptions and distractions. Number 10. Interview abruptness, 2020. In 2020, during an interview with the BBC, King Charles displayed a brief moment of irritation when pressed on a sensitive topic. The incident occurred during a discussion about his charitable work and his plans for the future of the monarchy. According to reports, when the interviewer asked King Charles about his relationship with his younger son, Prince Harry, and his daughter-in-law Meghan Markle, the king appeared visibly uncomfortable and quickly tried to steer the conversation in a different direction. The interviewer, however, persisted in asking about King Charles' thoughts on the couple's decision to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family. In a moment of apparent frustration, he abruptly ended the line of questioning, saying, "I think that's enough about that, don't you?" He then quickly changed the subject and began discussing his charitable work and his plans for the future of the monarchy. Number 11. Public appearance in Wales, 2021. In 2021, during a public appearance in Wales, King Charles was seen gesturing emphatically and speaking in a raised voice to an aide over a misunderstanding. The incident, which was captured by the media, occurred as he was preparing to meet with a group of local dignitaries and community leaders. According to reports, King Charles became visibly frustrated when he was given incorrect information about the schedule for the day's events. The king was seen speaking animatedly to an aide and gesturing with his hands, apparently expressing his displeasure at the mix-up. The incident was widely reported in the media and sparked a debate about the king's temperament and his ability to handle the pressures of public life. Some critics argued that his behavior was unbecoming of a senior member of the royal family and that he should have been able to maintain his composure in the face of a minor misunderstanding. Number 12. Event preparation, 2017. In 2017, during a presentation for a public event, King Charles was seen expressing dissatisfaction with the setup and directing staff to make changes with a tone of urgency. The incident, which was captured on video, occurred as he was preparing to attend a reception for leaders in the field of sustainable agriculture. According to reports, King Charles became visibly frustrated with the layout of the room and the placement of certain displays and exhibits. The king was seen speaking to staff members in a raised voice and gesturing emphatically, apparently expressing his displeasure with the setup. The incident was widely reported in the media and sparked a debate about his temperament and his approach to public events. Number 13. Interacting with the public, 2018. In 2018, during a public walkabout, King Charles was reported to have shown impatience with a member of the public, although the situation was quickly resolved. The incident occurred as the king was greeting well-wishers during a visit to a local community center. According to reports, a member of the public approached him and attempted to engage him in conversation. But King Charles appeared to be in a hurry and brushed past the individual without stopping to chat. The moment was captured by photographers and quickly spread on social media, with some people criticizing him for his apparent lack of patience and interest in engaging with the public. However, sources close to King Charles later clarified that he had not intended to be rude or dismissive, but had simply been running late for his next engagement and was trying to keep to a tight schedule. Number 14. Press conference incident, 2002. In 2002, during a press conference in Germany, King Charles was caught on the microphone muttering under his breath about the press in which he thought was an off-microphone moment. The incident occurred as he was taking questions from reporters about his visit to the country and his thoughts on various political and social issues. According to reports, after answering a particularly pointed question from a reporter, the king turned to one of his aides and was heard muttering, "These bloody people, I can't bear that man. I mean, he's so awful. He really is." The comments were picked up by the microphones and quickly spread through the media, with many people expressing shock and disappointment at his apparent disdain for the press. Some critics argued that the comments were unbecoming of a senior member of the royal family and that he should have been more careful about what he said in public. Number 15. Engagement in Scotland, 2013. In 2013, during an engagement in Scotland, King Charles was briefly seen in a video clip expressing displeasure with an aspect of the event, speaking sternly to someone off camera. The incident occurred as he was touring a local community center and meeting with residents and community leaders. According to reports, King Charles became visibly frustrated with the logistics of the event and was seen speaking sternly to a member of his staff off camera. The moment was captured on video and quickly spread on social media, with some people expressing concern about his apparent anger and frustration. However, sources close to King Charles later clarified that the incident had been blown out of proportion and that he had simply been expressing his desire to ensure that the event ran smoothly and that all of the participants had a positive experience. His staff also pointed out that he had spent a considerable amount of time engaging with members of the community and listening to their concerns and ideas, and that brief moment of frustration was not representative of his overall approach to the engagement. Thank you for watching our video on 15 times King Charles showed his explosive temper in public. As we've seen, King Charles has had his share of moments where his frustration and anger have gotten the better of him in public situations. From the pen incident to his heated exchanges with reporters and moments of impatience during engagements, these incidents offer a glimpse into the challenges and pressures that come with being a senior member of the royal family. King Charles will undoubtedly face many more challenges and moments of intense scrutiny as the head of the British monarchy. However, we can be confident that he will approach these challenges with the same grace, composure, and commitment to service that have defined his life and career thus far. We want to hear from you. What do you think about King Charles' public displays of temper? Do you think these incidents are a reflection of his character, or are they simply human moments in a life lived under constant scrutiny? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below and let us know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Until next time, bye!